Example 4. A recreational vehicle costs $80,000. You put 10% down and amortize the rest with equal monthly payments over a 7-year period at an interest rate of 9.25% compounded monthly. In part A, we want to figure out what is your monthly payment. All right, so in this problem, you are purchasing an RV. The RV costs $80,000. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a down payment down of 10%. So you're going to pay for 10% of it, and then you're going to finance the remainder, and so that remainder will earn interest. And so you're going to pay off the remaining amount and the interest with equal monthly payments over a 7-year period. Okay, and you've got a 9.25% interest rate compounded monthly. All right, so let's talk about how we would calculate our monthly payment. Okay, so since your monthly payment is going to involve interest, okay, you're going to have to use the amortization formula, okay, because you're going to be paying off a debt here, okay? But you've got to be careful here because of that down payment. You've got to take that into consideration, okay? So first of all, let's go and calculate what the down payment is. Okay, well, let me erase this. All right, so let's put down payment. Let's talk about that. Okay, so the down payment, you're putting 10% down. Okay, so the down payment is going to be 10% of $80,000. Okay, so you need to convert 10% to a decimal. Okay, notice 10%, there's two percentages here. Okay, one refers to the down payment, that's 10%, and then the 9.25 is referring to the 9.25% is referring to the interest rate. So be careful there. Okay, so the 10% we need to convert to a decimal, so that's going to be 0.10. Of in math means to multiply. Okay, so 0.10 times 80,000. Okay, so if we go to our calculator and we do 0.10 times 80,000, okay, that is going to give us $8,000. Okay, so that is your down payment. Okay, so the down payment is $8,000. Okay, so that means, you know, you might go up front and pay $8,000 cash. Okay, so this is your down payment. Okay, let's go ahead and say we pay cash for this. Okay, and then you're going to finance the remainder. Okay, so what is going to be the remaining amount of money? Well, the remaining amount of money, the RV costs a total of $80,000. Okay, we're putting down an $8,000 down payment. Okay, so if we subtract that, that is going to be $72,000 that is remaining. Okay, so this is the amount that is financed, or the amount that will earn interest. Okay, all right, so let's go calculate the monthly payment. Okay, so the monthly payment, your unpaid balance is going to earn interest, so you're going to have to use the amortization formula. Okay, so you're paying off a debt. Okay, so that is going to be this formula here, the one with the D. All right, so let's write down the formula and the value of all the variables, and then we'll plug it into the calculator. Okay, all right, so here we're looking for our monthly payment, so that's going to be the p-value that we're looking for. Okay, the debt is, you know, usually I've been saying it's the purchase price, but you've got to be careful here. It's the amount of money that you're financing. You've already paid for $8,000 of it, so you're only financing $72,000. So that's going to be the debt here, so be careful with that. Okay, the interest rate as a decimal is 0.0925. Okay, and then let's see, what else do we have? We have ILM. Okay, the interest is compounded monthly. You're going to be making monthly payments on the RV, so that's going to be 12. And T, you're trying to pay this thing off in 7 years according to the problem. Okay, all right, so we're going to plug all of this into our amortization formula, so it's going to look like this. Okay, so give me a second to plug all these variables in, and then we will go straight to the calculator. Again, watch for the negative exponent in this formula. So the exponent will be negative 12 times 7. All right, so let's go. That's how you plug it in, okay? Go to the calculator. Okay, so again, when we handle the amortization formula as far as plugging this in to get a monthly payment, we're going to start with the denominator first inside the brackets because that's the most complicated part of this formula. And then we will go back, deal with the numerator, okay? Do the division to figure out what's inside the brackets and then come back and multiply by the number on the outside. Okay, so let's go do that. Okay. All right, so back to the calculator. Okay, I'm going to clear this out. We're going to start in the denominator. So we're going to have 1 minus, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.0925 divided by 12, close parentheses, raise this to the negative 12 times 7 power. There's your denominator. Okay, we need to come back and grab the numerator. So for the numerator, put that in parentheses just to be safe. That's going to be R over M, close parentheses, divide it by the entire denominator, which is that decimal that we got out of the last calculation. Okay, so I'm just going to call it up with second negative sign. Okay, second answer. Okay, this is going to give me the quantity inside the brackets. And then we need to multiply this by $72,000. Okay, this is going to give us the monthly payment for the RV. Okay, so since this is a payment, we are going to have to round this to dollars and cents. So let's go put this in our notes. Okay, so out of the calculator, you should have gotten this decimal. And now we need to round to the nearest cent. All right, so we've got 56 cents. There's a 9 that comes after, so we need to bump that up. So your monthly payment is going to be $1,167.57. Okay, that's your monthly payment for this RV. Okay. All right, so that for part A was just a strict application of the amortization formula. You just had to watch out for the down payment there. All right, so let's move on to part B, okay? All right, now that we know the monthly payment, part B is asking, how much total do you pay for the RV, okay? So remember, the RV is $80,000, okay? So you put down your down payment, which was $8,000, and then you finance the remaining $72,000, okay? You're definitely gonna end up paying more than $80,000 total because of interest that accrues on the unpaid balance, okay? So let's figure this out, okay? So remember, what did you figure out in part A? You figured out your monthly payment. You're going to make this monthly payment of $1,167.57 every month for 7 years, okay? So we're going to make payments of $1,167.57 every month. So we're going to multiply by 12. So that'll give me the amount we pay in 1 year. Multiply that by 7 because we're going to be doing this for 7 years, okay? All right. So this is coming from the monthly payments, okay? But remember, that is not the only thing that you paid for this RV, okay? In addition, the monthly payments, okay, the monthly payments are going towards paying off the $72,000 that was financed and all the interest that accumulated on the unpaid balance. You also paid the down payment. So don't forget to tack on the $8,000. Okay, so it's the monthly payments plus the down payment here. Okay, it's really easy to forget about that down payment. Once you make it, it's out of sight, out of mind. Okay, all right, so this is how we would do the calculation. Okay, the monthly payments. Okay, the total of those plus the down payment. Okay, so let's go to our calculator and we will figure out how much total we pay for this RV. Okay, so we're going to do our monthly payments, $1,167.57, multiply by 12 to get the amount you pay in 1 year, multiply by 7 to get the amount you pay over a 7-year period, and then add the down payment of $8,000. Okay, there's your total. Okay, you pay a total of $106,075.57 for that $80,000 RV. Okay, so that's a lot of money. Okay, so let me write this down: $106,075.88. Okay, all right. Last part of the question: how much interest do you end up paying for this RV? Okay, well, all you have to do here is take the total amount paid for the RV and subtract out the purchase price of the RV. Okay, so you pay a total of $106,075.88, okay, for the RV, but the purchase price was only $80,000. Okay, so that difference is how much interest you paid. Okay, so let's go to our calculator. Okay, we're going to take our $106,075.88 and subtract out the 80,000 because that's the total amount that the RV costs, okay? And the remainder is going to be interest. So you paid $26,075.88 worth of interest, okay, in a 7-year time frame, okay? So that is your amount of interest. All right, and that is how you work this RV problem. Okay, another very useful example showing you how you can, pay off a debt in real life.